Hello, hello. I am here outside of the Re-Inspired Home here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm going to take you in. A lot of resellers are asking, well, shop resellers are asking whether you should be putting out fall now, and I say yes, yes, yes. You should be putting out your fall now, and I'm going to show you here at the Re-Inspired Home. Sorry about the motor. Every time I get on live, they come in. We have already started setting in fall. We kind of wanted to make it look not too fall-y, but it kind of didn't work out good because before you knew it, we had it full, especially when you first walk in. And I'll go through vignette by vignette and talk to you about the different things that we put out and what our mindset was when we were doing this. Again, this is Kim Parrott. I'm at the Re-Inspired Home here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have just about 800 square feet, and we're all excited about being here in a community where we actually live. So here, when you first walk in the door, we just dropped this old table that we had. I'm sure it's antique, and just made this vignette kind of simple. We in our store don't sell a lot of farmhouse, so we kind of teeter-totter between that. We do have a few customers that are still rocking it. There's nothing wrong with that. Your home should be a collection of things you love, right? And so anyway, we have this here, kind of little farmy, kind of industrial farmhouse kind of thing. I don't want to get people stuck in styles, because you could also be eclectic and just put whatever you want in it, again, as long as it has what you like. But that's what we kind of had in mind here. Anytime you pop in some galvanized, you could either go farmhouse or industrial farmhouse, or just straight up farm. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, this little vignette we had, we thought the clock would be a cute backdrop, and then also we layered it with this partition that we had around here for the longest time, and we just stuck the florals in there, just those flowers in it, just to do something really cool. Then we've been trying to drop a pumpkin here and there to let people know fall's coming. Our particular customers have not started sourcing fall yet, and that's okay. Buying fall, that's fine. We're here, we're ready for them. It's still warm here in the Carolinas, so I can see why they don't have that mindset. They're still going to the beach and having cookouts here. And then if you watch the video, like or subscribe here, and I'll be doing a lot more about shop reselling. Pretty much that's the thing that I have liked to do a lot, is to train people on how to do a shop and how to, not that I'm the perfect at it, but I've been in it for a little while, and I like to share any information that I know. I have a Facebook and Instagram page called Resell Shoppreneurs. If you could follow me there also. I talk a little bit more there, but I will be dropping more videos here at the Re-Inspired Home, showing what goes on inside of the shop. So again, we're setting for fall. If you want to know if you should set for fall, yes, definitely start setting for fall. Little here, a little there. All right. Also at the front door, we have this. We call this like a fall neutral vignette. Kind of drop that in. We bought some cool letters that say fall from another resale shop here in Raleigh. Well, actually in Roseville here. We're close by. And we have this black and white. It's always real good. It's very classic. And again, we kind of make sure we're very intentional about the vignette. There are some styling rules, and it's all about the eye. And one thing you want to do is, if you go high here and you go low, you want to go back high. So we drop that clock there. Now, this clock doesn't work actually, but it's beautiful, and it's a good piece of, I struggle with throwing it away. I said, we're called the Re-Inspired Home because our concept is you don't have to throw things away, you just re-inspire it. So even though this clock doesn't work, look how cool it is. Kind of have some kind of faux stone finish on it, so I thought it was really, really cool. And then here, I love these pineapple bookends. And I found these. I thought these were really cool. I sourced these to take my glasses out of my hand. These are kind of like a ceramic, and they hang on the wall. So those are really cool. We just dropped those in there. The fork and spoon and knife, those are still kind of rocking a little bit around here. So we do sell those because they can definitely go into a vintage vignette. Vintage is really big in this area. So we do have some in here, antiques. We have some. We have a mix of everything. We kind of always say we have an eclectic mix of a whole lot of different things. Then here, we kind of made this, so it's all about balance. And so we try to make this this vignette balanced out with all the colors, and even add in the shelf at the top to kind of ground it a little bit, to frame it, I say, a little bit. Very intentional about that. As you can see, it looks balanced. I'm all about symmetry. I love when a vignette has symmetry, have the right symmetry. Y'all, I get really excited about all this kind of stuff. Home decor is my thing. I missed my calling. I think I should have really went into interior design school. This here, again, I told you we have some antiques. Love this piece here. We sourced those vintage books, those colorful vintage books there. I thought were really pretty. And then at the top, we just kind of pulled over the black and white from that side over to this side, kind of intentional, but then started adding some pops of color. So everything is like a flow. So we have some of the fall colors, as you can see how we were intentional about going from space to face and space to space. Somehow it ends up working out really cool. I don't know how, but we end up having the right stuff at the right time. And down here you can't really see, but those are two beautiful from the Biltmore here in Asheville, North Carolina. Those are two beautiful bird baths, actually. So you got to get the stand that they stand on, and those are and then you just put it on top of the bird bath. And we also have some plate hangers to hang them on. I just haven't hung that up. They're glass, not stained glass, but just colored like a stained glass. Then over here, we moved on over, still kind of like antique. Well, it is an antique, but still have an antique vibe here, or going more vintage over here. With this beautiful, beautiful vintage desk. I absolutely love. It's been here for a while. Maybe it'll be going soon. And then we added some vintage art there around it. And let me zoom in on here. Look at this cool guy, or this girl and guy. You might know who it is. I think it's Martha and George, but I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been able to confirm that. Then I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can see here. This is the back wall again. When you first walk in, we found this. This is actually a metal kind of ledge, or a fire, what do you want to call it, a shelf, and with the fleur-de-lis, and it was really cool, distressed looking. So we said, okay, we don't have a fireplace, but we can do that. Thought it was really cool. And then we have it again framed out with these cathedral looking windows, kind of artwork. Our wall art for you. It's really, really cool. Popped in that blue, was perfect. It didn't have to be exactly matching. And if you can see up closer, we kind of popped in some, a blue picture up here. We kind of added some of that blue just to kind of ground the space. That's some of the things that you can do. Then down here, we always sell pillows. We just dropped a few there in that tattered, this is one of my favorite things in the store right now, is that tattered basket. It's huge, and I'm doing everything I can to keep from taking it home, because you can't in this business. Oh my god, you can really load your house up. So I try to stay a little bit more balanced. Again, started dropping a little pumpkins here. We usually sell pumpkins pretty good. We source them from anywhere, and people come and pick up. They don't want to have to go out themselves looking for it. Added that little pop of color here. I thought was really cool. Then we come on around here. We dropped this table. I thought was really cool. It was refinished. Somebody had did some beautiful work on it. We found it out in the wild, as my friend would say, and we just added some elements around there. We use a lot of lamps to ground the space, to kind of make it feel like home, right? And so lamps are always a good thing to be able to do that. All right, I'm going to back up a little bit again from when we first came in, so I can just show you this table and chairs and how we have this all decorated. Also, when you come in, you'll see this. This is a beautiful table. We had it for about a couple of months now. I thought it was really cool. It is the barley leaf, and it has the chairs to go with it. It's a beautiful, and it's an old piece, and it is available. Hopefully soon someone will be grabbing it up again. This is one thing I probably would have took home, but wasn't able to. I can't take it home. I actually don't have a formal dining room. I had one and then never used it, so I use it for a sitting room to look out the window, watch the cars go up and down the street. Anyway, in here, the uniqueness of this is that we popped in the blue. We made it come together. So we had these dishes, Pier 1, which I love, and I love the style of them, kind of like a, I don't know, I don't know what you call it, but I did like the style of them. And then we ended up running into this little, I think this is Tivity, whatever that place is, the tea place at the mall that they sell. We ran into that and we thought that, look how well that pulled all of this blue together. Who would have thought you can drop blue into fall? But you can. And actually I've been seeing it trending, pairs really well with orange, and it pairs really well with yellow. So if you want to put that in your fall vignette, that would be really, really good. I actually sourced that plant right there, actually from a yard sale, and it just went so perfect. Again, always amazed at how all of it ends up coming together. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, I think it came together really beautiful, beautiful table setting, that long little drawer, and it's actually on wheels. I don't know where I got it from. I thought it was unique. It's huge. Thought it was unique and different, and it looks really good on the table. I'm not here by myself. I have another person that works here with us, works with me, and she's always doing these kind of things too. She's real good. I don't do this all by myself. Because this is on YouTube, I'm probably not going to say the name, but we do have someone else working here. I did not get permission. All right, and so here also, let me show you what we did here. First of all, this is a hall tree, very unique and different. I have that lamp sitting on the seat of it, just, you know, just for symmetry. The seat is really, really thin. I think we were laughing about it. A lot of my customers like, who can sit in it? I think this was before McDonald's. That's what I think is happening. You know, we're starting to eat a whole lot of stuff that they probably didn't eat back then. This is a very old piece. I'm not even sure if it's from this country. Still trying to do some research on it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. On the side, you can't see, but it's places where you put your umbrella. So I thought that was a unique hall tree. Never saw one like it. Thought it was really cool. Drop a comment if you know what it is, and if you've seen those before and you know where it's from, let me know. Right here, isn't this odd? This piece, this is a Tiffany lampshade. As you can see, we turned it upside down because it had some broken. Let me show you right here. Again, I don't even know if we will repair it, but we thought it's just way too too beautiful to throw away. But I'm thinking that, and I actually saw this, somebody did this actually, but in my head I kept thinking it could be a planter. So I'm thinking you can like line it with that coconut and possibly put some succulents in or something like that. I'm not your gardener for sure, because I know nothing about it, but I'm thinking you can do something really cool with that. If not, just look how pretty it looks by itself. Again, we had the base already, and then that came. So I tell you, this comes together. And over here also, we have a whole lot of fall picks that we sourced, and then we had that bench that was locally made. We have a retired guy that wants stuff to do. So every now and again he makes some of these benches and drops them off to us, and we sell them for him. So this is really, really a cool bench that just came in. This is probably our second one. The first, maybe the third one. The last customer painted it black, and it looked beautiful. It's all raw treated wood. However, if you wanted it to be colored, it'll be nice, a red color, especially at Christmas time and the fall. Red can go with fall. You can do whatever you want with that. So we thought these were really good, and we do sell them pretty well. The ones that we've had, we even had the chairs too. Then here we have this coffee table, again, kind of like an industrial farmhouse. And we just dropped some little elements there. We thought was really cool. Love the ginkgo leaves. And all of this is not intentional. These colors just started coming together. We wanted to do traditional fall like we had at the front door, but then that wreath was my inspiration because it looks so organic. It has like fruit, and I love things that have like fruit and stuff in it, like that, and corn and artichoke and apple and lemon and berries in it. And I was just inspired by that. So that was the first piece, and then all the other stuff came together. And that's how it is. Once you get your what they call focal point or your inspiration piece, and then you start decorating around it, you'll be amazed that, wow, I have this. Oh yeah, I do have cranberry this. And you run and get it. Before you know it, you have a beautiful vignette there. Again, this is the Re-Inspired Home. If you just popped in, this is the Re-Inspired Home, and we are in Raleigh, North Carolina. Actually, if you pop in and fast forward, because this is actually going to go up for YouTube. So anyway, it's going to be actually on YouTube and Facebook. I'm doing actually just the video. All right, and then over here we have this shelving, And look at these cool little owls here. We thought they were really cool for fall. And then this is some, what did he call it, pottery place here. There's here, Seagrow Pottery. This is some of their pieces from there. Then we have some other kind of gardening kind of things here. Again, intentional, trying to stay with the theme, trying to stay with color palette. This is a little different kind of color palette, but it still, I think, mashes together all to, you know, because a little purpley is in here, and so that's why we were able to make it work there, if you can see that. And then we didn't talk about books too. Again, I have a bunch of them over here, but here we decorate all over the store with books, and you'll see that as we walk through. All right, and then here we have this beautiful, these beautiful, cute, adorable little mushroom bookends, and we put Reader's Digest, which is my favorite book to style with because of color, and we just put that on the table. We thought it was really cool. And then we got this piece. One of our customers actually did this piece for us. She fixed it up. It was kind of like just a plain little, maybe off-white kind of urn. It's real heavy metal, I should say, metal, and she kind of, I say, pimped it out for us. It looks really cool. Then over here, because we had that colorful vintage, like a tooling kind of art here. It looks like it's on like a linen canvas or something like that. It's really cool, very textured. We decided to drop more color in. All things come through the shop, even a Peter Pan globe. We thought that would be really good, and I promise you, we will end up selling it. All right, and then we dropped a little bit of vintage there. That's a real cool, popular item that sells really well. All right, we're gonna flip on around here and going around this corner. We have this, they call it a sink, antique sink. And these are teeter-totters. Sometimes they sell here, sometimes they don't. We thought it would be really cool just to give somebody an idea of something different you can do with it. You can also put these like in your bathroom and do something really different with those. So we have that here, kind of stage it up a little bit. Then we come on around, and I'm just going to show you a little bit more. Here we have this nice chest of drawers, and behind it we have some Asian pictures. I don't know if you can see it good. So we kind of went a little themey here, a little safari, little Asian, a mix of it all here. We thought that came out really pretty. Again, Reader's Digest. I'm not sure if that's actually Reader's Digest, but definitely colorful books we just dropped in there. I think it pairs really well with that base. We were intentional about doing that. Then here we have this adorable little vanity. Again, just put some sweet things on it. Mushrooms are really hot here. Then this adorable gold, well, brass or bronze, I should say. Kind of like a, what is it? Brush brass is what it looks like. Lamp here. And then here, this guy, big guy, it's like a driftwood horse. This is kind of like just an eclectic space right here, or vignette. We put all kinds of cool things in here. It's actually a collapsible bar table. It stretches out all the way to be a bar. It's really cool. I think it's a Crate and Barrel. If not, they do have this one. They also have them on Wayfair. Very nice. And we made it a bar, but with some interesting elements on it. That's what I would call that. Then over here, it's kind of like our kind of boho kind of vignette. Here, I was inspired by, again, the artwork. I always have to have a big piece and some color for me to get started. Dropped a few things here, kind of eclectic things, kind of boho, with all of the rattan, the baskets and stuff like that. Again, staying with the theme, staying with the color. We popped in those colors there to kind of keep it together. That pumpkin right there, that brown pumpkin, we were very intentional about that and putting it there. Again, look how we put books there. This space is a little empty here. See, I would put something right there. Every time I see a space, I go into a mode of like, I gotta get something right there. I always like to fill all the holes, and that's one of the keys. If you have space, use it. It's your real estate, it's your money maker, so you want to make sure you're utilizing all of your space. Then here, again, there we go with the books. Again, especially, I just got in a collection of these Reader Digests. When I get them, I don't keep them, but I don't think this is my most colorful collection here, and I love it. All right. And then over here, let me go back so you can see the vignette and what we've done here. Got these, of course, inspired in this vignette by the baskets here. And see how we dropped the vintage pictures there. Kind of pulled it all together. Let me back up a little bit more. I guess I can't see. I have to go all the way back so you can see it. But we kind of pulled it together with color. That was the common denominator, the thing. You have a neutral base and then you start popping in color, and that's how you bring it all together. So those vintage fruit pitcher, again, I'll go close in a minute, look really well, came really well together with this. And so we kind of made it flow from one side to the next and also pulled off from that. So how we transitioned all that, again, very, very intentional. Also, don't forget up top is your real estate. So you want to make sure you're utilizing that. People look up when they come in a lot of times, so we always kind of make sure we take up every inch in the store for possibility of sales. So that's one of the keys. Then on over here, we have these two lions, which is really cool. And they're just sitting around, hanging around, and they look pretty good with the vignette, especially with this one right here. So see how we transition from here to here? Very intentional about that. And here's the other side of the vignette right here, and these are the books, the colorful books. How pretty is that? So think about that. If you got books laying around, use them for stacking, giving you height, color, texture, whatever. Books can do a whole lot for you. Then here, these are throwback Bombay. They're like chess pieces, I guess. Been around for a while. I'm just waiting for the customer who says I have to have it. Then we bought in a little bit more of the wicker here. It was a lot over there. We bought a little bit more here from the cane chair to here to kind of bring it all together. Then over here we started transitioning a little bit more with a little bit more fall colors, a little bit more texture too, and that's coming together really well. Then over here, these lamps are already sold, so we just dropped them on the table, but I love these vintage tables. They're black, so we paired it really good with the black. Let me back up some so you can see the shelving that we have here, which is really cool. And we decided to go with teal and blues in this vignette. Very intentional, because this is the focal point. Is up top when you walk in, you can see it is really big. Again, that's a throwback Pier 1 piece, kind of like a mosaic. It is huge, actually. So we put that there, and then we brought it on down here, these blues colors and stuff. Blues and neutral is what we did here. And then over here, more blues and neutrals. We do a lot of baskets, so we're always having baskets with something staged in it. Then let me show you a little trick that we do too. We sell a lot of picture frames, and we try to have them. She's got a glare on her, but we try to have them with something cool in them other than the regular little Perfect Family that's in them when you buy frames. So we get things out of magazines. I thought she was interesting. She came out of some geographic book or something. But I tell you, every time I see these pictures from back then, like old vintage pictures, nobody smiled. I don't get it. Nobody smiled. I guess that's real art. I don't know, but she's really cool. So again, that's a little tip for you. If you got some cool art, just pop it in a frame, or if you find some pictures in a magazine, things that inspire you, find things that go with your vignette. So we were intentional. Why? Because she had blue. So we put her in this vignette. All right. Oh, and plants are always good. Little greenery everywhere around here. Every chance we get, we put it in there. It makes it more like life. Again, gives it a little bit more home welcome feeling. So here we are here. This one we haven't put in yet, so that's going to be part of it. So we'll probably put that color. Looks really well in this vignette, so we probably end up putting some kind of paper that looks like a burlappy color or something like that. All right, and over here is a table. This is kind of like our fall table. We want to go neutral fall. Again, we ended up with color. This is kind of about as close as we can get right now in the front door when you first came in. We've got like a neutral fall here. kind of layered it. We love to do tablescapes here, and especially around this year, you want to make sure you continue to follow us. We will be doing tablescape tutorials. You'll see those here probably back to back, and all the other things that you can do to decorate for the holidays without breaking the bank. Our motto is we teach you how to shop, style, and save. And so hopefully we'll be able to do more of that. We usually do a whole lot over the holiday. So this table is coming together really well. I'm still got some things to do. Pop in. I think I'm going to pop in maybe some more off-white candles. To me, when they're off-white, they make it look a little bit more softer and a little bit more, I guess, elegant. Up here we have this beautiful, beautiful light fixture. Again, intentional. Has kind of like a farmy, industrial farm look. To be over top of this long table, and this table breaks down to just a little small square table. But right now we got it really long. We got all the space we could fit in, and normally we can't. All right, then over here, well, this is not quite ready to show, but I'll show you anyway. I'm working on this today. So this a piece went out, and so whenever the piece goes out, you got to kind of, if you don't have anything to grab or let me back up some more. If you don't have anything to pop in there real quick, kind of fake it till you make it. So this sewing table was over here. I moved it over here just so we can create a little bit of symmetry here, and so that space wouldn't be empty. All right. We've come about full circle here. Oh, let me show you. Look up here. We just popped in this trellis. We had it in the spring. We just had it just leaning up against the wall. But here, we're looking forward to doing a lot of fun stuff here. If it stays here long, we'll do a lot of more fun stuff. We just started loading it with baskets. We only found 2 so far. We're going to find another large one and then maybe pop in some small ones. But let me turn around here so you can see this. What we did, always think about up top, guys. Up top is real estate. We kind of did this so when you walk in the door, this is what you see. That is so cool. I love the way that turned out. That pumpkin was a bright orange. I just painted it. Dixie Belle, I believe. Dixie Belle coffee bean is what it is. Kind of like has a brown-black color to it. It's really cool. I love that color. So again, just showing you what the shop looks like. When as we start to set it for fall, it's pretty much set. It's got set faster than we thought it would be, would get set because we already had some things. And then I started picking up things saying, oh, that'll match. And it all just came together. One of the things I found myself is just gravitating to a lot of the yellow. I don't know. But I do, well, the mustardy color, I think it is trending this year. I really do. I've been looking online and things like that. Again, trends are always good, but when we're in resale, we want to reach the masses. So we want to make sure we got something for everyone. I like to have all different kinds of trends. There's nothing if your store is known for men's Citrimani, you have a specialized style, that's good too. But if you have an eclectic mix like us, it's important to know what's trending. Even if you are, either way, it's always good to know what's on trend. Vintage is hot. It's been hot for the longest time. I don't know if it'll ever go away. Here in this area, antiques are, they're finicky. It has to be the right piece. It has to be something odd and different for us to get our demographic to buy it. I know in other areas it's probably really good, but we don't rock a whole lot of vintage here. I mean, a whole lot of antiques here. At any rate, guys, thank you again. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Resell Shoppreneurs. The Re-Inspired Home does have a page there. Does have a page on Facebook and Instagram too, but I believe this particular, I'm not sure whether we'll migrate the Resell Shoppreneur. We're trying to figure out how to bring the two together, because I do want to talk about the shop experience, and so no better way to do it than to have a shop. All right, guys, again, please hit the subscribe button, follow us. You'll see more content. I've been having the hardest time. We've been open for almost 7 years. Hallelujah. Made it through COVID and all that. And I've been having the hardest time trying to get this YouTube up and going. It's on now. It's on like popcorn. I'm ready to get it done. So if you can share it, you can like and subscribe to it. Give me a thumbs up and all that other algorithm stuff that needs to happen. I would appreciate it, guys. Again, this is Kim Parrott. I'm at the Re-Inspired inspired home here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Bye-bye.